question is stuffed crust or thin crust pizza?
Thin crust pizza.
I'm gonna agree with you, but in the case of this movie itself, if you know it's an inside joke of the film, it's stuffed crust.
It is stuffed crust.
You gotta be enjoying some stuffed crust. Now, I do like a New York slice, but for this movie, it's stuffed crust.
It is.
That's fair, that's fair. Hey, NarendraTheComic here.
Nonsense, eh?
And right now we're going to be doing a car park review of Karate Kid Legends. This was everything it needed to be. It didn't need to be too much. It didn't need to go crazy. It just needed to have heart. And what did this film have?
Heart.
It had it in abundance. In fact, it may have had so much heart, it started pumping, beating, and kept this movie alive.
Oh yeah, this movie was being kept afloat by certain faces and certain characters. Of course, Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
Of course, Ralph Macchio.
Doing the business.
And to be completely honest, Ben Wang, when he was doing the Kung Fu, was absolutely incredible.
He was great at it.
This kid, you could see he's like a prodigy, right? His acting was a little bit off, but he's a Kung Fu master at his age. I can give you a pass on the acting.
That's fair.
But he was bringing the heart.
He was, and all the other characters, the B-list, C-list tier characters, they actually were well delivered, they were well acted, you believed it. Yes, sometimes it was a bit here and there, but it's a Karate Kid movie. You know what you're going in for, and it had the right amount of levity to it while making it a serious story and saying, you know what? There needs to be a bit more hope in the world. And this film is something, just like Superman, just like a handful of other movies that have come out in the past few months and years, that deliver that, and most don't.
One thing you can say about Karate Kids is that there's a level of cheese on this pizza that everyone goes in knowing they're gonna get.
Yes.
They delivered on the cheese. But I loved it. I adored it.
Now, we are both lactose intolerant.
We are.
But the point still stands, it was extra cheesy. But that's why it's so good. For 80 minutes, 83, 84 minutes was the runtime. It was fun from start to finish. And the fact it was that long and they powered through so much story and it was paced relatively well is amazing. And we need more 80, 90 minute long movies. Not every film needs to be 130 minutes long.
No.
That's just a fact. Plus, you know what's good with that? You can keep the budgets down.
Budget down.
I don't know what this film cost to make. I don't know how much it's gonna make. But it's good enough to say, if you like these types of movies, if you like action, kung fu, heart, soul, spirit, all that type of stuff, it might be worth a watch. That's all I'm gonna say. Do you agree with that nonsense?
I would say you should see this in the cinema.
That's fair. That's fair. This was packed.
Yeah.
This was packed. This is not a Friday night showing, and there were people showing up for the Karate Kid. There were people showing up for Jackie Chan.